slightly wondering if this is a little too thick. Waistband a little bit tighter than what I did. Like an elastic. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Hope. Today we're doing something really fun for me especially. I am going to be sewing my very first piece of clothing. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm completely obsessed with fashion and clothing, and I am hoping one day to go to fashion school, and I think this is going to be the first step to getting there, is learning how to sew. So what we're doing today is we're making a tiered skirt. My mom came into town a few weeks ago and brought me her sewing machine right over here, and I'm so excited to get using it. So far I've made 3 pillows. This is one of them, probably the one I'm most proud of. And so I figured it's time to get cracking on some clothes. When my mom was here, we also went to a discounted art store and we got 5 yards of this blue sort of fabric. And I figured, why not make a cute little summer skirt out of it? There is literally so much fabric here. I have been researching and watching so many tutorials on how to make these skirts, which I will be going back to, and I'll also link them. I got my measurements for the skirt already drawn out. I guess let's get started. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna try to measure it out before we cut it so that I know where and how I need to cut. I do have it double layered since it needs to be in 2 pieces, like front and back. Okay, I got the first 2 squares cut. I know this is a very unconventional way of doing everything, but my table is super messy, and the only nice long space to do all this on would be the floor, which I also just swept and mopped. First squares are done. Okay, I got the second tier done. Also pinned it. This one was definitely a little bit more rough than the first one because it's longer, and I am not the best at measuring and cutting straight lines, so that was a little bit difficult for me, and I'm hoping it's not going to come out too lopsided. Fingers crossed. Since this is my very first time ever sewing an actual garment and measuring things that are long, I'm just gonna give myself grace because I know this is probably not anywhere near quality, but we're working on it. We're getting going. I'm gonna do the third one and then I will see you guys for the next step. Alrighty, I officially have all the skirt tiers cut out. I also ironed them so it'd be a little bit more straight, easy to sew. And now I'm gonna just pin these corners together according to the tutorials I've been watching and get to sewing them. Alrighty, we're gonna do it. First seam, I think that's what it's called, done. Now off to the second side. One thing my mom did teach me when I was learning how to sew is you want to stitch backwards and forwards and have a little bit of a thicker seam when you are beginning and ending your stitches. So I remembered that. Finished the first one, now time to do the other 2. Second one done. You know guys, there is one thing that I just realized that I'm slightly concerned about, and that would be I measured my waist length, which is what I was told to do, but my hips are actually quite a bit bigger than my waist, so I'm kind of wondering if the skirt's gonna be too tight on my hips. I hope not. I hope not. initially sewn. The next step is to iron these pieces flat so that it lays smooth under the skirt. So we're gonna go do that. I have all the pieces ironed down flat. I am getting hungry. It's been, I think, 2 hours since I started, which probably is a long time for normal people, but this is my very first ever sewing project, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. I am gonna go run to Sweet Greens to get some lunch for today, and then I will be right back to continue with the sewing project. Alrighty, we're back from Sweet Greens. I got the salmon bowl. So good. Next thing we need to do is serger stitch over our seams, I believe, so that they don't come undone. I don't have a serger, so I'm just gonna do the zigzag stitch. I'm gonna rewatch the tutorial real quick just to make sure that is what I'm supposed to do. Oh, it's for the edges to not fray. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm not exactly sure what just happened. Okie dokie. I'm not exactly sure how all this happens, but I'm gonna undo it real quick. Okay, let's try that again. Second side, done. So there's the first panel, just gotta do the other two. We are having to come to a pause, very sadly, because my friend just called me saying she needs help. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take, but I might not be able to get back here until later tonight or tomorrow morning. I was hoping to finish it today, but things happen, you know. We'll pick this back up where we left off shortly. It is day 2 of making this skirt, and today we're having a slightly slow start because I feel sick. It's not super bad, but I have this cold. I think you can probably hear it in my throat. I have like a slight sore throat, slight cough, a little bit achy behind my neck and the back of my knees, so I know I'm sick. We left off with starting the zigzag stitches. We're gonna finish with that. And I'll just be here sipping on my tea, and let's get started with it. My machine just said I'm out of my little bobbin roller, which is true, so I have to redo that. I don't know what to do after I start it, and then it has me stop midway through. I don't know if I need to redo the whole thing or just start off where I left. So I'm gonna research that real quick while I re-spool my bobbin. I got my bobbin re-threaded. I realized that I didn't like where I put the zigzag stitch. I accidentally put it on this line compared to the side of it. I think that's how you're supposed to do it. You guys, I'm getting so tired. I'm getting so tired because I'm just not feeling good, but I really want to finish this skirt and learn how to sew since I don't know what I'm doing at all. So let's see if this works. Okay, perfect. Looks like it's good. Oh, I did all of them. Made for me. Now I think next part is ruching, like the bunching of it, and that looks complicated. So I'm gonna go back and watch the video on how to do that.
Find the top where we were just doing the long stitches.
Okay, so next step is to lay good side to good side on the seams. My brain is so foggy today, so I know I'm for sure gonna be making a mistake. I'm hoping this is right.
Second layer and start gathering.
Now we're gathering the layers together that we just sewn. So you just grab the spare thread and you pull it, and then you kind of correct it throughout a little bit. and then you keep pulling it according to what I have been watching. Oh look, little gathers. We're getting our first gathers. I'm so excited. Not gonna lie, I was so scared to film doing something new and film doing something for the first time on YouTube and just putting it out there. I feel like it's okay to be a beginner at something, and I would love, for me personally, I wish that I could see more people start something new and watch their journey, watch their mistakes, and watch kind of the learning curve of it all. And I think that's kind of why I chose to film my first journey of sewing, especially because sewing is going to be such a big part of my life these next years to come. Who knows where it's going to take me or what I'm going to do with it, but I'm just so excited to get there, you know? Finished bunching both the sides. Now I think what I heard is we can start to pin both the sides together a little bit better. So I have the right sides facing together and the top like slipped underneath the second fabric. I guess it makes it easier to sew and to pin everything in. That's just what I saw them do. So I'm just trying to copy. I'm honestly just trying to copy whatever the heck they're doing because they know what's right and I'm just learning. I'm very nervous, but we are gonna be finally sewing the skirt together for the first time, like the first pieces together. So wish me luck that I'm doing this right. Alrighty, we got the first part all sewn together. This is kind of first glance. My lines are not the straightest, but it doesn't look so bad. So we got the good side. We want good side facing good side, bad side facing bad. So we're gonna grab the hems, I think, again, and pin them together. I think I'm starting to understand a little bit more about sewing and how it's done, which makes me very excited. I feel like first project is always very, very nerve-wracking, especially when I'm solo doing it. And then I think we just bunch it all together now. So we got the skirt in 3 tiers now. I think the bottom, it's quite bunchy. I think there was a little bit too much fabric at the bottom. So maybe I would do, instead of 1.5, maybe I do 1.4 so that it wouldn't be quite as bunchy because I think there's just too much extra fabric. But here it is. I just need to do the elastic and I think hem it. See, yeah, okay, just need to do like an elastic. It's cute. I think I've definitely learned quite a bit in this process of making things, but I think it's not so bad for a very first time sewing. I don't know if you can tell, but the clouds are making it get really, really dark in here, and I do not have a lamp where my sewing machine is. I'm also getting a little bit tired, low energy, starting to feel much more sick. So I think I'm gonna take a break today and continue, hopefully finishing tomorrow. Hey guys, it is day 3 of sewing this dress. I took a few days to recover from being sick. Feeling much better now. Just got home from work and I am going to be meeting up with a friend relatively soonish, but I just wanted to work on it because I've been getting antsy. We're ironing, pinning, sewing, and putting the waistband in. So we're getting close to the end, which I'm pretty excited for. Again, I think I mentioned this earlier. I know this isn't a very good garment and I know I'm not doing the best job, but I am learning so much about sewing just by doing this skirt. I'm actually very satisfied with the process, even though it's not that great, if that makes any sense. I did already iron it, but I'm realizing I ironed it the wrong way, so I need to flip it. Like, the folds need to be on the inside of the dress, and I had it on the outside of the dress. So we're gonna be ironing it again. The problem is this material, for some reason, is not happy to be ironed. It's not very easily ironed straight. And so I did finally get it ironed on the other side, but it's now needing to be re-ironed the opposite way, so hopefully it won't give me too rough of a time doing that. I'm slightly wondering if this is a little too thick. I'm sure we'll figure it out. I just got done sewing around for the little waistband, and now I know I need to measure it and then bring it through, probably with a safety clip. What are those? Oh, I'll show you in a second. Also, I just realized that I have like some deodorant stains on the sides of my shirt, and a little trick, fun trick, I always get tights and I just rub it away and it just goes away almost instantly. It's very helpful. One of my most favorite tricks. Tights. Okay, measured out, gave myself a little bit extra room, and the next thing is to get a safety pin and lace it through the gap that we left, because I left a gap to be able to, and I guess we need to do it on both ends. Stuck right at the corner where the seam hits. It's not really wanting to go through that easy. I'm trying. Oh, we're so close to the end. The important thing is not to let the end of this strap go in, I guess. I do have like a little ways to go, but not so bad. Just trying to make sure that this doesn't come out. I think the easiest way is if I maybe pinned it to the dress so that it can't go out, right? Maybe? We got it through. Yay. Now all we gotta do is sew a zigzag stitch of the band together according to the tutorial. My friend is here, so I'm gonna do this really quick and then go down and let her in. This is a little hard to do, I'm not gonna lie. The next thing when we come back is just to sew it closed together. But so far, look at that. Got a little waistband. Day 4 of sewing the skirt, and it's gonna be the day we finish it. It's gonna be the day we finish it. All I have to do, I just have to close where we inserted the waistband, and then hem it, and then we're done. And I'm so excited to finally be so close to finishing my first project. I did not expect it to take this long to finish it though, but life gets busy, things come up, and people need you in their life. You respond. So I'm just so thankful that I'm almost done. And honestly, I'm probably gonna make this skirt again and again and again just to practice. I have a bunch of, not even necessarily this skirt, but just things in general. I want to get my sewing to be better, just to really improve the quality of my stitching, the quality of where I place things, and I think this was a pretty good project to start on, to be honest. I did recently buy some patterns that I'm gonna need to print out, and I'm so excited for them. I think they're gonna be so cute. They're mainly dresses and tops. I do have some old skirt patterns that I bought from like a discounted art store. They're very old, like little patterns for skirts and everything. So I'm probably gonna work on these next, some shirts. I'll take you along those journeys later. So close to being done with the skirt. Okay, waistband is officially sewn all the way through. I did not do the best job at connecting the stitches, but oh well. Now I'm gonna try it on and see where I need to hem it. Okay, so I think I'm not really gonna need to hem it too much. We'll see though. I think next time I'd probably make the waistband a little bit tighter. They said to give it a little extra room, but I feel like it's not as tight as I would want it to be. But I do think that the skirt is actually really nice and flowy. I can't believe I actually made it. I think I'm just gonna fold a centimeter and then a centimeter again to make the hem somewhat thick. I feel like I would have enjoyed putting pockets in as well, but the problem with skirts and pockets is it always like falls down all wompy. But yeah, I would definitely have the waistband a little bit tighter than what I did. I wanted to make sure there was enough seam allowance, but I did too much seam allowance. Okay, now all that's left to do is pin and hem. I'm so excited. I'm gonna flip this out inside out one last time. I have so much of this specific material. I'm really wanting to make a cute little dress out of it. I think I would like it more than the skirt and probably wear it more than the skirt. I think it's so cute, like the fake denim-ish, you know, fabric denim. Okay, so we're just gonna do tiny bit of a fold and then fold it again so that the hem is a little bit thicker. That's what I was recommended to do, and then just pin that. And they didn't iron it or anything, so I think that'll be fine. I'm just looking at this and thinking all the things that I would have done differently now that I know, and I'm so excited that I have that knowledge. I just can't, I know it's gonna be a long time, but I cannot wait to get really good at doing this so that I can just design like crazy. Oh, it's my biggest dream. We have officially finished the hem on the skirt. Again, I need to work on my straight lines of sewing because some of them it's a little bit swervy, but other than that, I feel like it's looking very good and I'm excited to try it on. Okay, so here is the skirt. Certainly not perfect, but we're getting somewhere. I'm so excited that I had the experience of making it. I'm gonna be making another one like real quick because I already know what I want to change and improve. But here we go, my very first clothing item, hopefully of many more. Thanks for watching today, guys. If you enjoyed it and want to watch me on my future journey of making more clothes and hopefully getting more into designing, then like and subscribe. Never said that before, but here we are. I also do a lot of outfit things, fashion things, day in the life, little vlogs. So just join me, I guess, on my journey here in Denver working on clothes and life.